at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the Kansas State Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
The Kansas State hire of Colin Klein is one of the best of the college football season. Klein obviously was a Heisman Trophy candidate, played for the Wildcats, and was mentored under their legendary coach. Now he's back running his own program after a successful stint at Texas A&M as the offensive coordinator. Colin
So the Kansas State Wildcats kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Cowboys offense will get the football first. And here comes this transfer sophomore running back. One of the top running backs in the game, and we expect them to feed him a lot.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns it. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you.
He's loose. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Puts it out of the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Maybe a crease. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to...
There he goes. Makes it past the marker. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Running the red zone, it's Hawkins. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Got it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Cowboys moving quickly to the line. They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on 4th down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Kansas State's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays. Looking for room, it's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll go right back to him. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. Jumped on top of the pile. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. It's complete on the right side. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Wants to keep it in the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pulls it in. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And that one's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. Hauls it in. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Williams open on the right side. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Oakley. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trying play action. He's got the tight end. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line? Second down coming up. Johnson looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. This time they'll go to the running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quarterback keep. Headed to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option, the normal way, with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Young. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Got his man downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got him. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Cowboys want to move quickly. Running inside, it's Hawkins. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Let's see what he can do with the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Johnson wants to throw it. Complete. Runs through a man. He might have space. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
Really, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
The Wildcats peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. The offense changing the play. The run inside. It's Jackson. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Wants to go right back downfield. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Could not make his way to the corner. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the back in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He's in open space downfield. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. They'll try to get it through the air. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Punt is on its way. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive?
Makes a grab and room to run. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They'll stop it for a moment here as there's an injured Kansas State Wildcat down on the play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a first and 10. Johnson looking to throw. Fires it. Caught over the middle. It's Oakland. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on second and long. Caught behind the line. It's White. Past the 30. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He caught that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral him, and he rips off a huge play on what was a very, very short throw on the RPO.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now facing a third and long. Rides to back and leaves it. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Running inside, it's Hawkins. Quick spin on the run. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies behind the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Offense set on first down. This time he wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Green. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going
time to take a shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Grabbed in the middle. It's White. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Off-play action on first down. Looking to scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Bringing the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
And that now, this guy's 2nd sack of the game. We were talking to him leading up into this one. He said, you know, nobody respects my speed and nobody respects my athleticism. I don't think anybody thinks we can stop this guy, but I'm going to prove everyone wrong. And he has shown up today ready to wreck this game. He is having an outstanding day right now on defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. They punt it away on 4th down. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Looking for room, it's Hawkins. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Buckeyes who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Little Apple.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. Johnson looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. On the move, it's Jackson. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab on the left. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Hawkins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on second down. On target. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up. Great job by this quarterback to beat the blitz, and then the running back made it to the sticks.
Yeah, awesome job. You see a extra guy coming. The running back is not accounted for. Nice job getting it to him and letting him get the first down. Great job, great read.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Still running at the 35. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. The run inside. It's Hawkins. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Takes the handoff. It's Hawkins. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3 from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
Offensive line needs to clean it up. Sack on second down, and now it's third down. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red.
Lot of room to the right. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Cowboys in the hurry up.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Dumps it to the back. He makes the grab. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Gets it to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Snagged out of the air. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Off play action. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds his back in the middle. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Cowboys are in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Running inside. It's Jackson. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. I don't know if it was luck or... And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Wide receiver comes in motion. Johnson looking to throw. Got it. Worked his way out across the 35. Got it up to the 37-yard line, but still a little bit short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. They boot it away. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Swings it out to his running back. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Johnson wants to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Oakland. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a 1st down with a penalty.
Encroachment defeated.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Turning it on! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Got a man. It's White. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Off the RPO, complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. The handoff as they run the counter play here. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And they're going to settle for a field goal attempt here instead of going for it. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. And the Cowboys will hustle to the line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete to the right. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Could not make his way to the corner. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. The run inside. It's Jackson. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Now facing a 3rd and long. Keeps it himself. Could be an alley. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. So now it's 2nd and long. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Wide receiver comes in motion. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. That's caught. It's Barnes. Stumbled to the ground. And the Cowboys racing to the line in a hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out to the back. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Quick completion on the out route. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over him. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit on that one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fakes the grab, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll use another timeout to try to save as much time as they can for their offense. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on first down. Caught by Williams on the right. Makes the grab almost to to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Johnson looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the second and short. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The play-action fake. That's caught. It's White. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
He's got it. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for the score. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the right. He's got him this time. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The snap sets up to throw. Gets it out fast. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. To the air on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They've got enough time to get another score, but they have to get the ball back on this onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. First down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. The quarterback takes a knee. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it.